Purna Lela for that matter. Of course, I've worked with her as well. I see that there's a lot of rock culture over here, which is fantastic. But I do have certain folkish voices in my head that I'd love to collaborate with. Well, Subayana is certainly an expression of who I am as an artist, because the audience have made me a star. I've lived a star life as well, all by the grace of God and thanks to all my fans. But it's time for me to explore myself as an artist, and I think this is what I believe is was the right time. It was meant to be this way. I was busy recording a lot of film songs and a lot of other stuff, but I wrote Subayana over the years as well. As a matter of fact, I thought that music had changed over the years, and I wanted to go back to zero where I started off, and I think that was my point of making music. And I really wanted to revisit those days as well, because that was the real artist behind me. My purpose of making music was to satisfy myself and satisfy people like me as well. They got inspired throughout the way, and which is why I'm thankful to them once again. But I think it was more for me for them. I think we shouldn't be worried about skipping the songs and becoming viral. That is the whole point. It's not about becoming viral. It's just putting a product out there. It's just putting your work out there. If people are gonna like it, they're gonna like it. If someone doesn't like it, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, you just have to make more music and give what you feel like. Get something out there what you feel like giving to people. If they like it, that's great. If they don't, that's completely all right. Every artist is not successful. It's all right. Well, to be very honest, I think it is not bringing a revolution or something. It is about just putting my music out there, because I have received a lot of DMs. I've met a lot of my fans, and they have always said that, when do we hear an album? Why don't you release your own stuff? We are hearing a lot of film stuff and everything. So then we started doing the singles, and I thought that this is high time that we should come up with the album. And it's not reviving anything. It's not bringing a revolution. It is just putting my music out there. Well, the title of the album is Subayana, and that is my personal experience, and it's all about people who are dealing with a lot of mental health issues, and it talks about reviving their faith and how much they should rely on faith in God. Well, I think it's different for different musicians and different artists. In my case, I think it has always been a very integral part of my my way of making music, because I get inspired by nature, and nature reflects on your music, for that matter. And this album is not just nature. It's all about my personal experiences as well. It's about friends at the same time. It's about having fun. It's about love relationships as well. And it's about friends too. Well, who knows better than me about AI replacing the vocals and everything? It's actually very, very interesting. It's just the way you look at it. You can take out the best of the things from it. However, I personally believe that if you have a subject in your head, AI cannot replace that. AI cannot work a song around that. And at one point in time, I think it's all sounding the same, which is why I'm a fan in a way where I don't mind extracting good things from AI. Well, absolutely. So when we launched Borderless World, it's almost like 8 to 9 months now that we've released it, and it's very overwhelming response, and we'd be shooting the next season probably next year. and we have a lot of requests from a lot of regions and a lot of people, a lot of artists to collaborate with, and we're just trying to sort out those artists and see where do they fit in, and that's how we'll encourage them to come forward and collaborate with us, because I'm always game collaborating with new artists, the senior ones as well, and the goats. Yeah. Well, I do listen to a lot of people, but I wouldn't know their names. But yes, Coke Studio Bangladesh, yes. Runa Lela, for that matter, of course, I've worked with her as well. And I see that there's a lot of rock culture over here, which is fantastic, and that is my kind of sound. If I knew the names, yes, of course, definitely would love to. But I do have certain folkish voices in my head that I'd love to collaborate with. I think I've mentioned it in one of my interviews as well, that anger is a very expensive emotion. So when it's expensive, you're giving your time to them, and time is money. I don't think you should waste any of that on people who are commenting against you, or they're saying that this was not good, this was great, this is all right, whatever. But yes, every critic is basically a right direction, a new direction to your work, but don't take them seriously. Yeah, life is too short.